say hi back. That's okay. Hi. I want to talk to you guys about roommates today. You know how when you want to marry someone, people say that you should live with them first for a time to see if your lifestyles work well together. So there's a solid 13 people in my life I'm never going to marry. I used to work in Disney World. I did an internship down there, so I worked and lived in Florida for 8 months. And while I was there, I had a few interesting roommates. You would think that if you drop your entire life to go work in a theme park for 8 months, you're going to find some weirdies, right? And Katie found me. Katie, spelled C-A-D-Y, like Katie Heron from Mean Girls, but she would constantly reassure us that she was not, in fact, Katie Heron from Mean Girls, like as if I'd see her from the distance and be like, wow, is that Lindsay Lohan? She would always like to brag about how wealthy she was, about how she lived all over the world, and how her father was the CEO of Rubbermaid. No, he wasn't. We Googled it. So my line of thinking is, if you're going to make up the fact that your father runs a successful and famous company, why Rubbermaid? I mean, if that were me, I'd go big or go home. I'd be like, well, yes, my father is the CEO of NASA, and we take rocket ships to the marketplace. Not, oh, well, my father sells Tupperware at reasonable prices. And she would like to throw in our face how powerful her father was. Every time she was upset, she'd be like, well, my father, the CEO of Rubbermaid, will not stand for this. Honey, Disney don't care about Rubbermaid. She also really liked Rapunzel, the character from the movie Tangled. She called her Punzi, as if they were friends. And she was really protective of the character of Rapunzel. Like, one time, we all went to meet Rapunzel in the parks without her, and we posted all these pictures on Instagram and Facebook, and we had a great time. And later, we came home, and she was like, did you guys say hello to Punzi for me? And we were like, no, sorry, we forgot. And she was like, well, I hope Punzi forgives you for your rudeness. And she didn't talk to us for like 3 days. It was very peaceful. She was just overall a bad roommate. I mean, she was loud, she was dirty, she never cleaned or cooked, she would go through our stuff, she would put in pamphlets for sick babies in my sock drawers, which she thought was a hilarious prank, but I just saw it as a dark omen for what's to come. So, we finally got tired of her shenanigans, and we just decided we weren't going to tolerate her anymore, so we just ignored her for like 3 days. And after that, she texted one of our other roommates, Laura, and she said, Laura, I'm so upset. Everyone here is so mean to me. They don't talk to me. This is not my dream come true. I'm going to kill everyone and then myself. Whoa. Heavy. And so we saw these texts, and I thought to myself, well, I've always wanted to die somewhere I love. It might as well just be Disney World. So out of fear for our safety and for her safety and for Rapunzel's safety, honestly, we brought these texts to security, and they said, all right, tomorrow at such and such a time, we're going to come to your apartment, we're going to help her pack up all of her things, and we're going to escort her out of the apartment. So out of fear of a confrontation between security and Katie, we went to Epcot for the day. And we had a great time. We went on rides. We got free booze from like hot foreign people. It was a great time. And Katie got arrested by the Disney police. Now, I've only heard rumors about what happens when you get forcibly turned from the Disney college program, but I have a theory myself. So hear me out on this. So Disney security drives up in their little golf cart. And in the back is Goofy. Because of the Disney gang, you know he's the muscle of the group. He does all the dirty work. So Goofy busts into the apartment. Oh, yuck! And he comes in and he blindfolds you and he handcuffs you and he forces you out of the apartment, most likely tripping down the stairs and taking you with him. And then they drive you handcuffed and blindfolded to an undisclosed interrogation room in a location that looks suspiciously like Cinderella Castle. And they take off your blindfold to reveal your interrogator, who is Donald, obviously. You don't understand what he's saying, but he becomes increasingly more frustrated as you fumble for answers to questions you don't fully understand. After a while, he gets fed up, so he calls in the big boss, the big cheese himself, Mickey Mouse. Mickey has a calm and pleasant demeanor, but he's threatening. Tell me what you did, pal. Don't make me waterboard you, pal. You don't want to let the mouse win, but you can't let him win, but you also cannot help but resist the charms of a, for some reason, 5'2" mouse man who is charming yet so threatening. And so, after hours of this, when Mickey breaks you and he gets the confession that he wants, they take out the fairy godmother's wand and they memory wipe your ass, Men in Black style. And you wake up in a single room remembering nothing but that you have to call your father, the CEO of Rubbermaid, to come pick you up. Thank you, guys.